Sorry. I tell you what, man, here's the thing people don't tell you about when you decide to go into business with yourself. It's the same philosophy as choosing what ringtone or song you're going to wake up to in the mornings. Do not make your favorite song your alarm clock. Do not make your favorite thing your full-time job, because you risk burning out with that kind of thing, and that's a really great way to ruin something good. What do I like? I don't even know, dude. I feel like I've been either in school or working for the past 10 years, so I got to think about what I like for an example. I don't know. I'll just do national parks because that was a big part of my identity for a while. National park. Wrote a book about it and everything. The Finer Things Club, working in Yellowstone. I really like national parks. I have a huge respect for them. Very beautiful, very fun to travel to. But I'm not necessarily going to become like a coach to help people get jobs in national parks, because to me that feels like rotating a little too close to the sun. I chose, well, not directly, but I somehow found my way in the marketing space, and that was a really good decision for me, and I feel really good about it because it's something that I'm always learning about, but it's not necessarily my favorite thing. It's just something that I like enough and am good enough at to monetize. I do, however, okay, there might be an exception to this. Everyone, let's just say, just going on modern trends here, right? Let's say that someone really wants to be a YouTuber or a TikTok star or an influencer or something like that. That would be really fun to do because you're just monetizing off of your personality. Whether or not that personality is authentic or not, people do it all the time. Everything that you do is for you. Everything that you buy is for you. Everything that you talk, like, a lot of it is about you, and you hope that people like it enough to support it and want to pay you for it. I think being a personality is different than being a brand, because I want to say, just, I'm the daughter of a therapist, so this is just, it's easy for me to analyze people. I think it's because it's maybe aspirational, or it's someone that they feel like they can relate to or get on with, versus a brand, which might be something that people resonate with. It's something that people see their own goals and values in. I don't know, I'm just taking a stab at this. And I'm someone who would love to make money. It's like a lot of money. Boy, would I love to have money, and I'm sure you would too. But to me, there's like the cost to getting that money, and I want to feel good about getting that money by doing stuff for other people that maybe isn't my most favorite thing in the world, but it is something that I like enough and am good enough at that I can make money off of without getting burned out with it. And you may very well have a different opinion than mine, and that's very, very okay. In fact, if you do, please feel free to share it, because I like to consider other perspectives that aren't my own, as long as they're nice and constructive. It was just something that I was thinking. I don't even know how I thought about this. I do this a lot. I say stuff or do things, and I sometimes forget about it 10 minutes later. But I made this Instagram story like no more than 10 minutes ago, talking about how whenever I'm like on a call with someone in work mode and they're like, oh, hi, how are you? You know, I'm like, okay, which... You want the real answer? You want the like nice regular answer? And if I were to give a real answer, you know, I would be like, well, you know, I'm very burned out and overworked, but I have to be good at what I do so that I can stay self-employed. Well, you know, my dog is practically vampiric and insists on biting everything because he's teething, including my ankles, and every time I try to shake him off, he thinks it's a game. So, you know, there's that too. Balancing my work days with my teething puppy. I'm very sleep deprived always. I've been waking up at 5 a.m. for the last month because I got stuff to do. But, you know, all good things, all good things. Anyway, how are you? Happy Wednesday. It's just such a particular spot to be in that no one really knows how to navigate or how to talk about it. It can be very isolating being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, whatever, a freelancer, a coach, whatever you want to call it. You say stuff like that, like, oh, you know, it's great. You know, you kind of grit your teeth a little bit as you say it, but you do like it. You like it. It's my favorite challenge. I really do like what I do. At the end of the day, it's my most favorite job and favorite challenge that I've ever had. And the best part is that I made it all happen for me. Not to discount the support that I've gotten from my husband and, you know, family and colleagues, both emotionally, financially, socially, professionally, like all those things. It takes a lot of money and effort to be self-employed, let me tell you. And then you have to like justify yourself, and then you have to tell people what you do and then explain what that means depending on what you do. I feel like it's really easy for people nowadays to describe themselves using buzzwords. Have you seen some of people's LinkedIn bios? It's like, my God, it's like trying to read HTML coding or something. Actually, hold on a second. Have you seen that guy on Instagram who like uses all corporate jargon? I'm digressing. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, it's not doing the thing that you love for work, which is a very controversial take. I don't know, maybe it is, but I think you have to like it enough to be able to work on it and at it constantly, because that is what you do when you go into business with yourself. You're going to be doing the same thing over and over and over again, constantly modifying it, constantly changing it. It's the muscle that you have to keep building up until it's not not sore anymore and it can kind of self-sustain. That's the part I'm in right now. It's really freaking uncomfortable. But you have to do it enough that you can verbalize it, sell it, maintain people with it, describe it, and self-sustain it. Are you willing to do that for your favorite hobby? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. For me, I know the way that my mind works, and I know my person. I know myself very well enough to know that I can't really do stuff like that. I never thought I would go into marketing, dude. I thought I was going to be a teacher. I was fully prepared for the next however many 20, 30 years of my life. I was fully prepared to be a classroom teacher, and in fact, I did it for 1 year. God, it was the hardest thing I ever did to date, I think. It was 6th grade too, so that might explain it. But I thought, I was good at it. And first, and even to this day, first and foremost, I will say I'm an educator. Love teaching, love educating, love leaning into people's curiosities. I love teaching people new things. I really, really do. I just didn't like it in that setting. I think it's very, very okay for you to have interests that you don't do anything with. In fact, I think that's really healthy in this day and age. Oh, you like to crochet. Go crochet. You don't have to put it up on Etsy. You don't even have to be good at it. When I was younger, I used to like making videos. I really liked making movies. God, they were terrible, but boy, they were fun. That's still carried over into my day-to-day life. I've edited a lot of my videos. I've since hired a video editor named Jason. What is that quote where it's like the three things? It's like something to make money off of, something to, one, to keep you creative, one, to keep you in shape, and one, to make you money. That's what it was. The thing that I like to do that keeps me creative also happens to be the thing that I monetize off of. Doesn't mean that it's the only creative outlet that I have, but it's the one I'm willing to monetize because I have that kind of relationship with marketing. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm kind of losing track of what I was saying. I just kind of hit record. But maybe that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that you should have 3 hobbies. You should have one to keep you creative, one to keep you in shape, one to make you money. And if you're going to do the thing that makes you money, don't make it your absolute favorite thing, because then there's the burnout, and then you're going to have to like recalibrate, and then there's the whole like, oh, what do I actually want to do with my life? But I don't know, just something to kind of noodle over. I just wanted to have a conversation, say hi, share some thoughts on the internet because I can. But I'll be curious to hear what you think. Seriously, if you have stuff that you want to say or things that you want to share that you do that keep you creative, in shape, or make you money, by all means, drop them down below, homie. Let's talk. But that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe.